Welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll witness a copper mine turn into a giant axe amazing. Electromagnetic waves stunned the base miles away, helicopters hovered as if at a grand dance, then boom. Although this wasn't the original plan, it was a prime moment of improvisation on the battlefield. What a shocker. The nuke detonated. Instantly, the electromagnetic waves were gone like a joke. Dickens shoved investors aside. Then, Dickens plowed on with his plan while the Pentagon panicked. Who dares to go all in like this? They had no intent to pay, but the blast made the area safe like a lucky star from the sky. Hill patted May's shoulder and said, "Don't worry, if there was radiation, all the butterflies in the lake would have already moved out." Hill guessed that Dickens would take the water route, and as he followed the river, he actually found a few folks waiting. Sure enough, Dickens showed up. The two lucky survivors snuck onto the boat. They planned to sail off as soon as the nuke got triggered, but their enemies. In a moment of crisis, Hill hid in the river, while May was camouflaged in a secret spot in the boat. Just when everything seemed set for a rescue, then the Pentagon received good news. They found Captain Hill. May was still hidden in the corner of the boat, totally unnoticed by Dickens' crew. Just then, May was tucked away in a secret spot on the boat, preparing to sneak off, but unexpectedly Hill popped up from the water. Turns out the traitor wasn't Hill, but Dickens, the one who hadn't gotten a promotion in 20 years. After ditching Dickens, May was on the boat undetected, and she drifted along with a group of his crew to the command center, where the base spotted a suspicious convoy. Based on what he knew about Dickens, Hill deduced that the nuke wouldn't be on the trucks they were planning to escape by train. Hill volunteered to end this kidnapping saga, while May carefully followed the train's crew. They prepped the helicopter to leave, and May sneaked into the cargo hold, spotting a seemingly scholarly doctor, the kind that makes you wonder what's in his hands. But May got careless. She was easily taken down by the glasses-wearing guy, who wasn't your average nerd today. The glasses guy smugly told May he was no ordinary computer nerd, but a former Navy SEAL. Just as he was about to take care of May, he got careless and ended up flat on his face in a sea of chatter. He followed Hill's orders to destroy the nuke. What a poor fellow, only to be caught by Dickens. Just as he opened the cargo hold, a Tetris-like scene unfolded, as Hill locked onto all the targets on the train. Hill started the counterattack. The big brother was furious. His perfect plan was falling apart. Hill jumped onto the train. The enemy betrayed the colonel. Can you believe they only sent a single helicopter for this major situation? For something this significant, only a helicopter showed up. Shocking, right? Plus, love was quietly sparking amidst the chaos. Meanwhile, Dickens was scheming and ready to start the countdown for real. The colonel was fiercely battling the enemy, but got shot and lost control of the helicopter. The train crashed into the tunnel, exploding, and Hill engaged in an epic brawl with the enemy. After the battle, two shadows hiding by the side of the train held their breath, ready to board the helicopter. After a big explosion, most enemies went down. Only Dickens and his buddy were left. Looks like they would meet their maker together. In that moment, Hill charged toward the final showdown with May. Hill promised he would see May again while Dickens was set to blow everything up. Teddy, the guy who set the bomb's countdown, was absolutely furious, and Dickens and his minions were ready to leave. And the unlucky goons were about to vanish in the big explosion. At this moment, the only enemy left was Dickens. The once boss, now rival showdown was on. Dickens runs out of bullets. A showdown here, pressing fast forward, stops the countdown. But Hill and his team were ready to fight. Nobody expected Dickens to fear death. Hill had no choice but to drop his gun, and Dickens was gearing up for a tussle, reminiscing their old bet. The two used to bet $20 and spar in the boxing ring. But this time was different. Their friendship had turned into rivalry, and a battle to the death commenced. Subtitles. Hill no longer held back, throwing punches wildly and continuing with his swinging blows. The interior rocked with punch after punch while Dickens struggled to hold his ground, and Hill picked up the remote, growing stronger with each fight. Just in time, as the nuke got launched in the last few seconds, Dickens vanished into the explosion. After the blast, Hill was unharmed, witnessing the intact nuke and the vanished Dickens. This mission ended in victory as Hell gazed at the 20 bucks in the distance. He finally triumphed. May and Hill hugged tightly, embarking on their happily ever after. And that's a wrap. Don't forget to subscribe. Broken Sword premiered in 1996, though it had some flaws. It's still a fantastic film. If your employees work hard but aren't getting the rewards they deserve, maybe it's time to rethink things.